Well, there's only so much you can sort of get yourself set in. The pre-fire comes through. They get the connection on the next. Shile's able to find one. They're looking for the swing onto the Monty. Good Boy gets the support structure from underneath. This clear on the top has fallen, and now the top can fall back. Window finds a fight on the core. Doesn't quite get the second. Envy Taylor is also making his way down. Now it's the two remaining players. Candy just misses. Monty.
He's going to be able to find one before being taken out by Sean, and leaves it only up to Candy now, who gets swung on by the Frost, but will be able to land that gunfight first. It's the second. 1v1. A minute left on the clock, and 5 extra seconds. Good Boy comes around the corner though with the MX4 Storm.
Too premature to get the proper pop onto Envy. He's still in a very dangerous position. Tadaneki's just going to drive in, cannot win the fight out. Arakaze gets one, looks for the second, gets dropped in response. Candy gets a very important revenge, but there's Envy Taylor swung around from the door. This should get caught. No, doesn't. Take is able to instantly remove Good Boy as the quick response. The disc wasn't quite close enough, and suddenly a couple of Sandbox players have fallen. There's one more. Window with the watch down underneath, looking for the hatch drop there.
It's now a 1v3 situation. Envy Taylor in the gym needs to try and clutch this out. He doesn't find either. Take is going to be able to shut down both.
But without being able to remove the man, there's not so much you can do. There's the call on the player underneath. He's got to drop the shield, see if he can draw the fight. Loses out, and they lose the fight on the door as well. But
just so they can start opening up a bit more, possibly around that wall, around the construction wall. Arakaze is going to be able to go for the gunfight there. Misses out, but the trade instantly comes through.
There it is. Good Boy finds Candy. They've got that locked down. They make sure they keep Garage. Windows tucked underneath, but it's quickly responded to by Good Boy, who's been such a big pressure point. Envy Taylor with the final point on the site itself, and they just sort of kept Rejects questioning. There's the pop of the Selma's either side. There's the impact. There's Arakaze. Takes out Window. Envy Taylor gets Candy as well. They just tried to throw themselves through the main door. It's a fight now onto blue. Smokes had to rotate. Now there's the single player onto the side of Pipes. But now it's only just the Monty left. They were dropped either side, either way. 10 seconds. No kit, a pistol, a shield, and a dream. But turns out it's going to be a bit of a nightmare. I think it's fair to call this 3-1 Sandbox.
Sandbox not even going over aggressive there in a 1v5 against the Monty. He's like, oh, let time just run out. Not a real issue there.
You assume he got dropped as he was doing the animation. Arakaze gets his second. Tadaneki goes as he's throwing a smoke. Arakaze gets his third. He was hoping to get a free one out the door, and he does. Will he get another? Probably not. They are just holding themselves in. Yeah, 2 gone from that. There's the catch. They'll get an angle. It's a crawl hole, but only that. Shile goes down. Good Boy gets salty in the meantime with this take back onto the site itself. They still have control on the far side. Good Boy gets burnt by his own team. Goes for the hop through and cannot find the fight. It was well watched and locked.
The balcony inside a cache already as a grenade is about to pop, and then right behind the server chassis. As a attacker, you are obliged to drone that room as Window comes through, finds one, but it's going to be out of ammo and instantly shut down by Shot from outside. As the information there from that Mozzie drone purely will have fed that through a bit late on the detonation, unfortunately, but Static will find Candy in a very close corner, and now will open up on the triple wall as well to get with Envy Taylor.
That's it. They drove in. Salty gets the end of Shile, and suddenly it's Tadaneki finding Static. Arakaze's got to drive through. Salty goes down. Envy Taylor from above. They break the bulletproof, put them into a little bit of a soft 2 versus 2, but look at the separation. Envy Taylor just able to go fishing, but 10 seconds. They got to try and find Take, the last player. He's going through fire and fury to find himself through. Envy Taylor's tucked. He's going to see if he can get the plant off. He has the time. Does he know what side Take's coming from? Oh, there it is! Take! Doesn't quite get the full catch. The smoke canister does give Candy the idea to do this. Hold the angle, but Good Boy wins it out with a hell of a swing. Arakaze takes care of Tadaneki, and in the blink of an eye, they have lost. Wow, here's Good Boy with the second grenade. Wants to head his way up the top, but you're looking at 15 seconds, and Salty with a C4 takes the wind out of the sails. You just got to take the drop. The fight is scrappy across the board. Salty finds one more. It's all over. And on the side there, it was just no time for Sandbox to build.
2 grenades used, no gain from it. And if you look at it, there's no grenades left anymore either. No RC Retiro, but it's Take and Shal both will be able to find one. It's at 3 and 4 as we continue. They still have a lot of time they can potentially waste here. I wouldn't be surprised if they come down to the last 30 seconds. As he finds one, Static will find a trade. Again, we continue with that trading game.
Cannot quite make the connection with the head behind the bar. 15 seconds and pre-fires, but it just takes a second to pop up, and a second more. Reject pull ahead.
Take stays active, doesn't want to leave yet because they know that was one player. Taki can now still go on, needs to drop that hatch but gets taken out. Shao suddenly coming through the wall right there. Will also find the yokai drone. Sandbox coming out on top. Even though he's not currently using it, he's opened up an angle though into the arsenal as well. That could be used for any of the players down the main stairs, but that's a diffuser drop. Well done by Candy. Suddenly it's a 3-on-2 situation.
Well, Salty suffers on the scrape in the back. Good boy can't quite get the cement of the kill, but he knows the player's gone down. There's just the one behind the shield there, dancing, but you can't quite outdance Good Boy. He's able to find his triple for the round. He was able to get himself in an engagement.
Good Boy holding a very tight angle there. Knows the head could be popping up at any given moment, but he needs to move on. He will find a flick somehow. Static will find one as well, and suddenly it's a 4-on-2. One player left inside of the showers is going to be able to drop that diffuser, leaving it only up to MV Taylors. Suddenly, one in construction, one in the bathroom. They will play off contact here as soon as Envy swings. It is Salty that will find a kill, and it's Reject that will find a point and a possibility for 3. Digs in deep inside the bedroom.
Yeah, Window, you can see he's ready for the fight, and he finds it, the head of one. He's looking for the next, and he does get the connection. Arakaze, a little too late. Arakaze, a 3 versus 1, but he sees none of it. Reject take a very important 3 points from one of them 6-point games we talk about.